Success can be a dream come true. But what happens when that dream turns into a nightmare? This is the story of Easter Collins, a young girl with extraordinary football talent who rose from the streets to international fame. But when greed, temptation, and bad decisions crept in, her life spiraled out of control. Will she find redemption, or is the damage irreparable? Stay tuned till the end to find out. The sun was setting over the worn-down football field, casting golden hues over the dry grass. The air was thick with dust, the sound of distant traffic blending with the rhythmic thud of a ball against a wall. A 15-year-old girl, lean and agile, stood at the center of the field, balancing a ball on her thigh. Easter Collins, the girl with a dream too big for her small town. She kicked the ball up, caught it on her instep, and flicked it onto her head. 1, 2, 3. Her control was seamless. A group of boys stood nearby, watching. One of them, Ryan, smirked. "A girl playing with us," he scoffed. "This should be fun." Easter didn't respond. She had nothing to prove with words, only with the ball. The boys reluctantly let her join their game, expecting to humble her. Instead, she humiliated them. Her footwork was like poetry, swift, unpredictable, effortless. She weaved through defenders, feinted left, then right, leaving them stumbling. With a final push, she launched the ball into the top corner of the net. Silence. Then, slow clapping. From the sidelines, Coach Mark Spencer, a former footballer with a sharp eye for talent, watched with interest. "What's your name?" he asked, stepping forward. "Easter," she replied, catching her breath. He studied her. "You ever thought about playing professionally?" She wiped sweat from her brow. "I think about it every day." He smiled. "Then let's make it happen." And just like that, her journey began. Training under Coach Spencer was nothing like the casual street games Easter was used to. "Again!" he barked as she sprinted across the field. Faster this time. She pushed her limits, her body aching but her determination unwavering. Then came the biggest test of her young career, a regional tournament where scouts were watching. The stadium buzzed with excitement. Easter, wearing an old, oversized jersey, stood among top young talents, her heart pounding. The whistle blew. Within minutes, she was already stealing the spotlight. Her passes were laser-sharp, her dribbles mesmerizing. And then, her moment. The ball came sailing toward her. She took a deep breath, timed her movement perfectly, and with a powerful strike, sent it curling into the net. The crowd erupted. On the sidelines, a man in a sharp suit whispered to another, "She's got something special." After the match, a scout approached her. "I'm from Manchester United's Youth Academy," he said, handing her a card. "We'd love to see you train with us." Easter froze. This was the door to her dream. Her life changed overnight. From the dusty field in her small town to Manchester, England, where she trained with some of the best young players in the world. "Keep up, rookie," her new teammate, Emily Carter, teased as they sprinted. Easter grinned. "Try stopping me." She trained harder than ever, pushing through injuries, exhaustion, and self-doubt. Within months, she earned a starting spot on the academy team. Media attention followed. Articles hailed her as the rising star. Sponsorship deals trickled in. For the first time, she could send money home. But success came with pressure. "You need to be sharper," her coach told her after practice. "The professional league is brutal." Some nights, she lay awake in her apartment, staring at the ceiling. Was she truly ready for this? She shook off the doubt. This was just the beginning. With fame came new influences. At a high-profile after-party, she met Jake Harper, a smooth-talking businessman who oozed confidence. "You're a star, Easter," he said, handing her a drink. "But let's be real, football doesn't last forever." She raised an eyebrow. "What do you mean?" He leaned in. "There's money in the game, sure, but the real money, it's in things the media doesn't see." She frowned. "Like what?" He smirked. "Investments. Fast cash. No taxes, no limits. A little risk here, a little favor there, and you're set for life." Easter hesitated. "I already make good money." Jake chuckled. "Of course. But what happens when an injury ends your career? You have a golden chance to set yourself up now." His words planted a seed. That night, as she lay in bed, she couldn't shake the thought. What if it was true? What if her career ended tomorrow? For the first time, doubt crept into her mind. And that was the first crack in her foundation. Cracks only get bigger. Easter's career skyrocketed. At 21, she was no longer just a promising talent. She was a global football sensation. Her face appeared on billboards, magazines, and sports networks. Brands fought to sponsor her. Clubs bid millions for her contract. But fame brings shadows. One evening, at a private VIP event, Jake Harper pulled her aside. "It's time to take control of your future," he said smoothly. She frowned. "What do you mean?" He handed her a thick envelope. "Easy money," he said. "Just move some things for me. Quick, clean, no risk." Easter hesitated. Football was already making her rich. Jake leaned in. "Think bigger, Easter. What's a few favors when you could be set for life?" Her fingers brushed the envelope. In that moment, she made the choice. It started as small deals, moving packages between clubs, passing off sealed envelopes after matches. She told herself it wasn't a big deal, but soon, she needed more. Her new lifestyle, lavish parties, luxury cars, designer outfits, was addictive. And so was the cocaine. At first, it was just to keep up with the high life. A bump here, a hit there. Then it was to handle stress. Then it was just because. Her performances became inconsistent. She showed up late to practice, looking exhausted. Her coach noticed. "Everything okay?" he asked. "Yeah," she forced a smile. "Just tired." But her teammates weren't fooled. Emily Carter pulled her aside. "Easter, you've changed. You're not focused anymore." Easter brushed her off. "I'm fine, Em." But she wasn't. And everyone could see it. The breaking point came during a crucial championship match. The crowd roared, cameras flashing as Easter took the field. But something was off. Her movements were sluggish. Passes went astray. Her usual brilliance was gone. Then, the moment everything fell apart, a through ball came her way. An easy finish. She missed. The stadium fell silent. Newspapers slammed her the next day. Easter Collins, the superstar who fell apart. What's wrong with Easter? The rumors spread fast. Then came the drug test. Her agent called her, voice cold. "You tested positive." Easter felt the ground disappear beneath her. A week later, she was suspended indefinitely. Sponsors dropped her. The media ripped her apart. Jake Harper, nowhere to be found. She was alone. Her luxury apartment, gone. Her millions, burned through. Friends, vanished. She drifted between cheap motels, avoiding paparazzi, avoiding mirrors. One night, desperate and broke, she knocked on Emily Carter's door. Emily opened it, shocked. "Easter." Easter looked nothing like the star she once was. She swallowed hard. "Can I stay here?" Emily sighed. "You need help." Easter broke down. She thought she could handle the darkness, but it had swallowed her whole. and she had nowhere left to run. Easter woke up in a cold sweat. Her body ached, her head throbbed, and her stomach churned. She had been sober for 3 days. 3 excruciating, never-ending days. Emily had brought her to a rehabilitation center, forcing her to confront the addiction she had denied for too long. The withdrawal was brutal. Shaking, vomiting, hallucinations. She screamed at the nurses, begged for one more hit, but no one gave in. She was forced to face herself. A month passed. Then 2. Slowly, the fog lifted. She remembered who she was. But outside the rehab walls, the world hadn't forgotten what she had done. And it certainly hadn't forgiven her. Easter walked into a grocery store for the first time in months. People stared. She heard the whispers. "That's Easter Collins. She ruined her career. She had everything and threw it away." She gripped her shopping basket tighter and kept walking. Finding work? Impossible. No club would sign her. No sponsors, no deals, no second chances. Even coaching jobs wouldn't take her. She was a liability. Her bank account, almost empty. One evening, she scrolled through old match highlights on her phone. There she was, unstoppable, brilliant, fearless. Now, she was a ghost of that girl. Emily sat beside her. What now? Easter exhaled. I don't know. For the first time in her life, she had no plan. One day, a letter arrived. No sender name. Inside, a single note. You owe me. Her heart pounded. She knew who it was. Jake Harper. She drove to a rundown warehouse on the outskirts of the city. Jake was waiting. Well, he smirked. Look who's back from the dead. Easter's jaw tightened. What do you want? He flicked his cigarette. I helped you once. Now you help me. She swallowed. I'm done with that life. Jake laughed. You think the world forgets? You think they'll ever let you back in? Face it, Easter, you're nothing without me. For a moment, she almost believed him. Almost. Then she turned, walked away. He didn't stop her. But she knew this wasn't over. Months passed. Easter moved to a small town, far from the flashing cameras, far from the past. One afternoon, she wandered to a dusty football field. Children were playing, laughing, running, chasing dreams. A little girl missed a goal and kicked the ground in frustration. Easter smiled. Want some advice? The girl looked up, wide-eyed. You were rushing. Next time, take a second. Breathe. The girl nodded, trying again. This time, she scored. Easter watched, her chest tightening. She was no longer Easter Collins, the football superstar. But maybe, just maybe, she could be something else. Someone who helped others not make the same mistakes she did. She exhaled, finally at peace. This final hour wraps up Easter's painful journey. Her struggle for redemption, the consequences of her choices, and the lingering scars of her past. It leaves room for interpretation. She can never fully return to her old life, but she finds purpose in a new way. Easter Collins's journey reminds us that talent can open doors, but choices determine destiny. She soared to the top, only to crash harder than anyone imagined. But in the ashes of her former life, she found something even more valuable than fame: purpose. Her past may be irreparable, but her future is still hers to shape. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, comment, and share with others who might need this message. Let us know in the comments. Do you think Easter deserves a second chance? What would you have done differently in her shoes? And if you want more gripping stories like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode.